2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. And for Memphis, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint. Lots
of ups, let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've never heard that
you're acting like it's your original thought.
It is my original.
I've never heard that before.
It's not a marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get away.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh,
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
Ah.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
And the coaches got to keep their focus, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Gallinari, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Passes it to Harrell. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gallinari, good for 3. Gallinari's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Wright kicks to Conley. 3-pointer. Memphis the rebound. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with a fresh shot clock. Good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Harrell. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And the shot goes down.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, You have to bring help sooner.
Here's Valanciunas after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Anderson. Sinks that one from the post. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Kicks it to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Conley. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing his thing there.
Memphis trailing here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Right side, Conley. And Anderson has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Can't hit from in close.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Brooks checked in for DeLon Wright. Conley kicks to Anderson. Outside for Jackson. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Zubats. Shamet. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here is Conley. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Philadelphia.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Anderson with the ball. Last time 14 points for him. Out to the wing. Conley, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Conley. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Shamet offline with his three. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And Brooks, here we go. Here's Valanciunas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got 6. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Memphis. Avery Bradley comes in for Anderson. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles.
Well, with the departure of Chris Paul and the trade of Blake Griffin, the Clippers deciding on a new look and a new direction. The era of Lob City, I think, officially has come to a close.
Deflects the pass. Amute finds Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brooks, the pass to Parsons. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the inside. And the rejection by Valanciunas. In the corner, Bradley with it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Clippers trail. Outside Williams. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at the Rockets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
Now here's Parsons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Conley with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Baamute can't get it to go.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Bradley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Here is Williams. The pass to Green. Out to the right wing. Inside, and Baamute. And the dunk by Baamute.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Taken away by Williams. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Bradley against Beverley. To the middle. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Beverley. Williams has got his first basket.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
Now Bradley. Parsons for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Williams. Gallinari in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Perimeter jumper from Gallo, always a strong suit, continues to get better.
And Holiday kicks to Brooks. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And they take the lead. Williams has got his second bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Nobody near Parsons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 6 points for Chandler Parsons. And the Clippers call time here. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Los Angeles.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Bradley. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
And Wilson Chandler, during the NBA lockout back in 2011, Brent, decided to keep playing, but it was in China.
Yeah, his deal did not have an out clause, so that's how committed he was to getting himself laced up and on the court. And once the NBA lockout ended, he couldn't just come back and pick up where he left off. He had to stay in China, finish the season, and then return to the Nuggets.
Bradley against Williams. Bradley kicks it to Noah. And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Noah. It's good. Noah's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Well, do I have to say Noah's arc is looking good?
Here is Williams. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Brent Lou Williams last season dropping a career-high 50 points on the Golden State Warriors in a regular season game.
Well, he led the Clippers to that convincing win on the road against the defending champs, and you better believe he saves his best game for the stiffest of competition.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First one falls for him. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green kicks to Williams. To the inside. Here is Mbamute. Parsons with some nice D.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Wright. And that one is off. Great D that time from Green. Beverly finds Chandler. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Bradley. Williams can't get it to go.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Anderson in for Bradley. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverly's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
Now here's Wright. Pass to Anderson. He kicks it to Jackson. Down low. And there's Joakim Noah on the assist from Jackson. Noah's got his second basket.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Williams against Holiday. It's Williams with the drive. A beautiful reverse layup. Williams has got 8.
He's so good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Memphis has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Wright dishes to Jackson. Holiday against Chandler. Holiday, no one around him. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Chandler kicks to Williams. Chandler down low. Defended by Anderson. Chandler, no good. Poked away. Stolen by Beverly. One-on-one here. There's the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Consistent in finding ways at coming up with steals. Patrick Beverly in the shorts of the opposition.
And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Valanciunas, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Danilo Gallinari, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league, and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. White is out there with Conley, and it's Valanciunas in at the center. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks. Now, here's Anderson. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Anderson kicks to Valanciunas. Chandler with the rebound.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
And Wright pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Valanciunas. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And it's Harrell at the elbow. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Brooks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. To the paint. It's deflected. Zubac. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Memphis called for the foul. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
2 shots.
Probably. And coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
And
to coach
paid
a
that
team.
kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job,
Right.
because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Over in the corner, Conley. No good. That would have tied it. Los Angeles is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Harrell, the pass to Gallinari. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks against Chandler. Brooks kicks to Conley. And there's the pass to Anderson. Back to Conley. Puts up a 3. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
And the spacing that Conley provides from long range really has become crucial to this offense.
Zubac with it. Valanciunas is there. Zubac finds Gallinari. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And they take the lead. And that's now 7 points for Conley.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true. And here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Zubac, no good. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Bradley's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Garrett Temple has checked in for Wilson Chandler. Now here's Brooks. Now here's Valanciunas. Brooks, the pass to Bradley. The 15-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
If you're gonna foul Gallo, make sure you really foul Gallo. Big mistake by the defense there. Well, he's had ankle troubles and knee surgeries. Last season, a gluteal tear. And over the course of his career, injuries seem to be more of a part of what Danilo Gallinari's story is about in the NBA. Hopefully he'll find some health this year.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. That free throw good from Gallinari. And Gallinari an efficient score if he can just, Brent, stay healthy.
Yeah, the optimism seems to be waning with regards to that. Over his 10-year career, he's played about half of the games, and you're paying him a pretty good sum of money. That's a tough pill to swallow if you're an owner. But as a fan, you root for him to be out there and have some success.
Now here's Brooks. Feeds to Parsons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Conley. Averaging 21 points per game, 8 assists, and just over 2 steals. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. You think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Justin Holiday comes in for Michael Conley. Now, here's Mbah Moute. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans. In the corner, Bradley with it. The putback. The Clippers grab the miss. Gallinari outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago. He was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for the Clippers. Green comes in for Harrell, and it's Williams in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Molinari hits them both.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Now here's Parsons. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Brooks with no one around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Bradley against Williams. The three. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. He has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Now here's Parsons. 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Bradley. Back to Parsons from deep. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Los Angeles.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Williams finds Gallinari. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead. Parsons outside. Here's Bradley. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
I like Avery Bradley cashing in from there, proving he can get it done around the basket.
Beverly, the pass to Green. Back to Beverly. To the inside. Tries from the block. The Grizzlies pull it in. Noah's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brooks. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brooks has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
His first shot coming late. Another one falls for the Clippers. Here's Brooks. He has 7. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting, and this young man fits the bill.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Lights checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. To take a look at the Grizzlies. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, the Clippers, a game and a half out.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, so far, it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Well, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
Bradley can't get it to go. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Throws it up high. And it's Gallinari missing. Well, for Memphis, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greg, he finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
And both free throws good for Williams.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
That's tipped. At the elbow, Green. And Green slams it in.
Pretty good at coming up with steals. Last year, Lou Williams averaged 1.1 a game. That's a pretty good strength when you got that kind of speed.
Now here's Bradley. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And the shot goes in. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Gallinari against Holiday. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parsons. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Parsons got 13 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. And Wright kicks to Parsons. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
For Memphis, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Noah. C.J. Miles comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Carter in for Avery Bradley. .122 left here in the second. Williams kicks to Green. He dishes it to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Baamute.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Parsons for 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
And Gallinari kicks to Baamute. Parsons with some nice D.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning, but they'd like to get him going.
That one falls. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 16 points for Lou Williams.
And you never know what Lou Williams is going to pull off, especially when he's working the screen and roll game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Wright. Gallinari with the steal. And Baamute dishes to Beverly. Outside, Green. Beverly with the ball. Over Wright. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
I think we play with a lot of energy, the ball swinging around. They're using a lot of help side defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Lou Williams has been having a big night. He had 18 points, 3 steals, and 5 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, 2 things about Lou Williams. 1, electric. 2, professional scorer. There might be 3 things, but who's counting? Goes 0 to 60 in 1 step. Can also change speeds to keep you guessing. And I'll tell you, for a smaller guy, shows big-time courage driving through the lane.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And it's right with the ball for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Gallinari is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 1. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Now Conley, after Gallinari missed from long range.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Some solid defense from Gallinari to the wing right side. Shamet back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Valanciunas finds Wright. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Valanciunas.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Stolen by Anderson. And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back. Finished off the break. Conley's got 9.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Gilgeous Alexander, good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Anderson outside.
I see him.
And it's denied. Second chance shot. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 3 points on the basket from Valanciunas.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. 6 points for him. To the middle. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brooks checked in for Memphis. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Chandler's checked in. Memphis has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Conley surveying the D. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Pass to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. For the tie. Kept alive. Here's Valanciunas. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Michael Conley. For the lead. And the layup is up and in. 11 points in the game.
You know, Kyle Anderson plays obviously at his pace, but he's a terrific passer that sees the floor well.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
The Grizzlies have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter.
And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
So it's the Clippers now, after Memphis gets the 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8, and that one drops.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Passes to Brooks. Kicks to Valanciunas. And stolen by Harrell. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Brooks grabs the board. Bradley's checked in for Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Down low and stolen by Harrell. Conley gets the bucket.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And the Clippers call time here.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Noah's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Shamet hits the front of the rim and out. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is help. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Now here is Conley. 13 points in the game. Here's Valanciunas. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Williams. 18 points for him. For the 3. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
No good on that one.
There's a nice, quiet leadership quality that Avery Bradley gives to his teammates, and it's something that the coaching staff absolutely is on board with.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Parsons is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Clippers trail by 4. And Beverly kicks to Mbamute. Pass to Chandler. 6 on the shot clock. Over Conley. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And it's 8 points for Wilson Chandler. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Memphis. Parsons outside. Shoots the 3. The shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. The pass to Beverly. Shoots over Bradley. And it's Beverly missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Moving it up. Noah trying to get open. Goes back up. Chandler with the rebound. The Clippers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Back to Mbamute. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Now here's Brooks. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Yvonne Rabs checked in for Mike Conley. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. He's off on that one.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Bradley against Beverly. Noah kicks to Ram. From 17 feet out, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Harrell the pass to Williams. Over in the corner, Beverly. So the wing on the left. Williams trying to break free. And it's Beverly missing. The Grizzlies have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. That free throw good from Avery Bradley. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Robinson's checked in for the Clippers. And so Bradley nails both of them. The Clippers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Beverly finds Robinson. Over Wright. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his first points of the night. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wright, the pass to Parsons. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Memphis, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And that one falls for Parsons. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Williams can't hit. Memphis leading. And it's Brooks in the corner with the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Brooks has got 9 points.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Out to Gallinari. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
Here's Bradley. Tries again. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here is Mbamute. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Grizzlies had gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Parsons, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Williams. Pass to Beverly. Dishes it to Gallinari. Shot left block, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Memphis called for the foul.
Once Gallinari gets his man into the air, he is so good at drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And the Clippers making a switch here. Gallinari hits them both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Outside Bradley. Nailed from three-point land. 12 points for him.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Lays it up and banks it in.
Not only is Gallo on a roll, but now he's getting clean looks.
Left side Jackson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jackson's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Down low, stolen by Anderson. Here's Wright. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here is Mbamute, and Jackson with the block. And he's able to get it back. They get it back, and it's good. 2 points. 21 points for Gallinari.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Wright. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Beverly against Bradley, and it's blocked by Bradley.
Avery Bradley, a great defender at his position, predicted where that shot was coming from and threw it away.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Conley's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Chandler comes in for Mbamute. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And it's Conley with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
.29 seconds left to play in the third. Right outside. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Jackson finds Wright. Anderson against Chandler. 5 to shoot. Jackson has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Memphis Grizzlies. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Wright, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tipped. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the right side. Conley for 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Zubac. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Launches a 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Clippers trail by 6. Chandler outside. Shamet misses the 3. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Inside, here's Anderson, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
And the Clippers call time here.
Kyle Anderson, the intriguing UCLA product last season, pretty much a breakout one for him. With Kawhi's injury, the numbers were up all across the board for slow-mo, in large part because those chances were there, and he was in the system for the last 3 years, so he felt confident in what he was being asked to do.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Memphis leading by 6. And with Anderson, he has a strange tempo to his game, but he finds ways to impact the floor.
That's a nice way of saying it, Kevin. A lot of guys call him slow-mo, as you know. He reminds a lot of people of a former Spur and Boris Diaw, who, you know, if he didn't have a cup of coffee, he was playing at his pace for most of his career.
Valanciunas, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Chandler. Gallinari with it, guarded now by Jackson. Chandler trying to free himself up. Yep, that one goes. And it's now 23 points for Gallinari. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Memphis. 6-point lead. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Now here's Wright. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Passes it to Conley. Right wing. Anderson outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Chandler. He can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. Harrell, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. On the wing, Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. The free throw drops for Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Jackson.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Harrell, that's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Outside Conley. And now the Clippers on the break. Williams is running. Zubac the pass to Williams. Harrell down low. Jackson on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. He's perfect from the line this time. Memphis leading. Now Anderson. Gallinari with the steal. To the paint. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
They double team Conley. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And we talk about Lou Williams being one of those herky-jerky players, unpredictable at how he's going to score, but he will score.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And here is Conley. Kicks to Jackson. Fades and shoots. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Anderson. Grizzlies on defense. Here's Gallinari. Zubac kicks to Gallinari. Buries it from three-point range. Gallinari's got 11 in the second half.
Just a hard-fought battle, and neither team able to create any distance.
Well, we've seen some big plays here tonight, but they've been sporadic. That's been an issue.
Now here's Bradley. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Memphis moving that ball around. And they get it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And there's the feed to Bradley. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 14 points for Avery Bradley.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And Memphis making a change here. Lights checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Conley. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zubac. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points here in the second half.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's Williams.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
Conley kicks to Brooks. The pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Zubac. No good from Valanciunas. Clippers leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Williams. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Grizzlies. They get the rebound. The putback and staying with the play. Valanciunas.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Zubac kicks to Gallinari. Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Harrell. Gallinari. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Easy to forget that sometimes Gallo is 6'10", so skilled and is aggressive down there, making the D get physical with him.
And the first one drops. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Gallinari hits them both. Here's Conley. They get a hand on it. Zubac finds Gallinari. Count it. Gallinari's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
Outside Conley. Inside. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. And that one, good. 22 points for him.
I like to see Lou Williams hustle like this, looking determined to get past everybody and be ahead of the pack.
Outside Conley. In the corner, right with it. Inside, Jackson. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
And the Clippers call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Right wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, over by Conley. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Anderson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles Leagues cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Wright.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
That one good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
1:21 left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Conley. D right on him. Stolen by Zubac. Williams against Wright. Molinari passes to Zubac, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Memphis called for the foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And it's Conley with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Another steal. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. .56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
And Conley drops them both. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Stolen by Anderson. Floats one, and the rejection by Zubac. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Valanciunas, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 9. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Wright finds Holiday, and the shot goes in.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you guys made shots down the stretch. How did you battle back and get this win?
I think we did a great job of staying confident, staying in the moment, and really believing that we can win this basketball game. Tonight it worked for us.
It surely did, Lou. Thanks very much. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.